The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready. 18 Gator.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 1st down, Tyson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Styles. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think.
Going other way.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Buddy up. 951. 951.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Bryant has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Tyson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Tyson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
2nd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Styles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw. Styles. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Styles. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on 3rd and long. Styles, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Throwing on 1st down. Styles got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Styles. He completes it to Boyd. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Styles. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Bryant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Bullet good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 20. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Looking to throw. Styles.
I think in normal situations, most play calls would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Styles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Styles. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Styles. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On first down, Styles. Now he's forced out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the ready.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down. Styles throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Let's get on the field, D. Let's get on. Be triple.
On 1st and 10, Styles. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Styles under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Tyson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Styles. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now, Tyson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they